Welcome back once again, folks, to Let's Play the Spacebar on the Mysterious JG. And we got an inventory yet. They've given us a bunch of stuff. Let's zoom in so that we can hopefully stop the clock.
Parker is rarely seen without these glam shades, especially during his ski jet visits to the Znurth track. Parker adores babalu meat on saffronickel bread. Barman is always trying to get him to add more kelp to his diet. Barman brought that home last month in the hopes of having a romantic evening. I decided to spend that evening repairing the back steps.
Oh, that's sad. But better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. And a signaling mirror.
Barman keeps this in the house so that we could signal a passing ship in an emergency. But so far it has only been used by Parker to print for his late-night sorties.
Okay, so... guess we'd better get going. That's our house. Humble dwelling, but it is the most you can afford. Barman keeps it clean, and you keep on top of all the maintenance work. And we can command people to get into the water, I noticed. I'm starting to think that that's... maybe we have to just get in the rowboat.
This excuse for a watercraft belongs to Barman. He wants to restore it and buy a motor, but money has been pretty tight lately.
After you! Don't rush me! I don't want to slip! What? And get my hair wet?
Hurry, guys! Everyone into the boat!
I'm not sure this boat is rated for 3 passengers, Cilia.
Despite his misgivings, Barman joins the rowboat. Parker shrugs and climbs in as well. Once untied from the dock, a gentle current carries the rowboat north along the center of the canal. In a few ticks, you reach a point where the canal flows into a larger west-flowing canal. Okay, so we're gonna do that game?
The Acromati use these barges for commerce along the canal system. This one is completely empty.
Alright, so let's board the barge.
Let's stretch our legs.
Cilia, wait! It's not safe to get off a boat that hasn't been properly moored.
Oh, yeah, good call. He's got a point. Gotta hand it to him.
Stretch our legs.
So now we're on board some kind of barge. What do you got to say, buddy? Nothing new, probably.
Last night was really excellent.
Yeah, okay, same stuff.
Well, perhaps we can talk about that later. In the meantime, let's just save our lives.
If you insist, lady. I'm all stressed about.
The Acromati use these barges for commerce along the canal system. This one is completely
There's no way to
empty.
steer these mammoths. The Acromati rely on artificial currents to move the barges downriver. Kelp thresher. What you recall from a kelp farming unit you did in the 5th grade, kelp threshers like this one help remove impurities from the kelp. Surge of current pushes the barge down the canal. Not real sure what we're supposed to be doing at this point, but... Ooh, Grenel beasts. Boy, this is going to be sure love Babaloo meat. It's a wonder you don't hear more about Grenel beasts with heart problems. The stairs probably lead up to the bridge, but they are fenced off and locked. You reconsider exiting the barge after spotting an achromatic guard tower nearby. Hook and chain. Clearly an aid for loading and unloading heavy objects. Inspection station, 3 cabinets ahead, beyond lock. The fact that you can click on everything and most of the time it just says barge is annoying because I can't tell if there's other stuff we're supposed to be able to click on. This padlock something I should be able to interact with? Should I be able to break it with the chain? Oh, duh, I got an inventory, don't I? Let's use the drill.
The drill isn't strong enough.
Okay, it's doing nothing.
The drill isn't strong enough.
So we are accomplishing a lot of nothing at this point. Huh. So do we just want to wait until we get up to the... I don't know what's going on here, folks, really.
We shouldn't be on that deck without non-skid footwear.
He's an irritating little bugger, isn't he? Disdainfully, Parker observes that one ugly form of transportation is as unfashionable as the next. There's a barge down the canal. Now we seem to be at the lock. There's a police boat.
Wow, what a craft. The Acromati are creeps, but they definitely know how to motor around in style.
Let's take it for a spin.
He might have a point. I don't think we're supposed to do this, though. I'm thinking instead, maybe we're supposed to drill a hole in the boat somewhere.
The drill isn't strong enough.
I'll take one. In candy apple red.
Dip. Can't even. It doesn't even register with him that there's a super awesome boat nearby.
The controls are all over the place. I guess the boat is being repaired. Oh, well.
I think maybe we can steal the engine.
A powerful outboard motor. Standard Aquamati cop issue.
What are you doing? That doesn't belong to us. You're going to get us in big trouble.
Douse it, barman.
The locked doors. Examine them. The gate is closed. Open them. Doesn't appear a way inside from here.
This excuse for a watercraft belongs to barman. He wants to restore it and buy a motor, but money has been pretty tight lately.
And they patiently follow me around even though I have no idea what I'm doing here.
This excuse for a watercraft belongs to barman. He wants to restore it and buy a motor, but money has been pretty tight lately. Out of gas!
At least let's sit in it and pretend we're riding.
We better not. It might be alarmed.
And those ladder steps look dangerously slippery.
Yeah, I would hate for the boat to be alarmed. You need to soothe and settle the boat's nerves. But what are we supposed to do to... What are we supposed to actually... Under the water?
Cilia, you're not wearing a life vest. If you got a cramp, you'd be sucked right under. Ah, don't drink that. Do you know what kind of carcinogens are dumped into these canals? Even the zooplankton are coming down with traveler's sickness.
Ubleek used to have the clearest, most delicious water in the 400 known worlds before the Aquamati began despoiling the planet.
I certainly don't intend to go gallivanting about with you two. Someone has to make lunch.
Parker decides he will also wait in the barge. Climbing all those stairs might wrinkle his clothing. Barman and Parker climb back into the barge. The last thing you hear is Barman scolding Parker for not buying wrinkle-resistant fabrics. Alright, well, it looks like I am meant to be up here then, probably. Ah, okay. So here we have a... Norbert, we'll return shortly. I am out picking up a couple of Babaloo sandwiches. P.S. I'll take the War Eagles for 30 gas ads. Nice. 617. Remember that, folks. Small heating unit shows no sign of recent use. It's not currently needed, although it undoubtedly comes in very handy during the cool, rainy season. Recorded voice informs you that the lock and downstream water levels are equalized, and therefore there's no need to use the emergency override at this time. I'm suspicious about the presence of a pot-belly stove I don't seem to be able to do anything with. Guide to canal vehicles. A rowboat, manual, scooter, kelp bridge, police cruiser. Okay.
Error. Water levels not equalized.
Quarter voice says there's no vehicle on the lock and no vehicle is approaching from downstream. The command to open the downstream gates has been ignored. Lever is in up position, a center position, and down position. It is currently in the central position. What is this actually doing? Oh look, a lock.
Error. Water levels not equalized.
Oh.
Error. Water levels not equalized. Error. Water levels not equalized. Error. Water levels not equalized.
Don't know what I'm doing. Let's get back to this thing now. 6, 0, and 2. Okay. So, what is this doing? Look outside. Would we have a clue? Definitely water pouring somewhere into something. Now it says 632. Maybe if I hang out here, we can watch it change. Or maybe not. Who's your stuff for inspection? Okay, I cranked this thing up and messed with that, and now some things are equalized, so I believe that means I just opened, yay, I got us through one of the locks, but probably not both of them. Okay. Now I just have to let this go back down to 2, and then, yeah, alright. Fiddling around with things has gotten us somewhere. I really don't know what these do, if they affect the speed at which that's supposed to move or what, but I just got to get this to come down and be 2. It was 6 and it's gone down to 5, so it's probably moving in the right direction. Let's get there before my boat leaves without me. You hear approaching footsteps and voices discussing the recent War Eagles game. Then you hear the voices shouting something about Trisec rebels. A tick later, a swarm of police boats approaches.
Just come out slowly with your hands in plain sight.
Okay, I got caught. Did we take too long with that, or?
Telling me about your escape from Macromati?
Well, where are you, punk?
Your escape must have been harrowing.
It was terrible. We were on the run and we were nearly all killed. I was grief-stricken over the loss of one of my mates. I'll never get over it.
Oh, wow, okay, so one of them is apparently gonna snuff it. Alright, so now we know that one of our mates is gonna snuff it. What are you doing? You crazy. No.
I certainly don't intend to go gallivant.
Yeah, I guess I took too long figuring this out before, but still don't really know what this one is for, so
Error. It's not equalized.
damn you.
Error. Water levels not equalized.
Okay, so now we're on the right track. I think that means I just let my boat go through and then close the thing behind it. I hope that's what it means. Does that look like that's what happened? Yes, good. So now I can't figure out how the hell to get back to that control room. There we go. Okay. That still doesn't do it. Yeah, that's still no good.
Just come out slowly with your hands in place. You were telling me about your escape from Macromati?
Okay, so I don't know. I figured out how to work the canal lock system, but that doesn't seem to be good enough. I'm not sure what else to be trying to do, though. Should I tell them to get in the rowboat?
After you. Don't rush me. I don't want to slip.
I wanted them to be waiting in the rowboat so we could maybe slip by
Certainly don't intend
while they're messing around with the barge, but... Let's look at the map for a second. Now we're here. Now I'm in the control tower. The boat is here. And the clues say to somehow get past the inspection station using the locks. I don't think it's the inspection station's a problem. I think it's the guys who run this control tower keep coming up and catching me. So, I don't know. I think I keep... Yeah. I keep getting...
You were telling me about your escape from Macromati?
I keep getting out and then getting caught. Because I haven't quite figured out where you're supposed to click to go directly back into the barge. Oh, boy.
Nice.
Yep. Thanks for the input, guys. That's great. Oh, hold on. 617. What is putting in 617 actually going to do? Is that like our pass key or something? I was trying to figure out what those two guys at the bottom did. They didn't seem to affect the speed at which anything happens. Maybe I got to put in 617 before. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely just got caught again.
Your escape from Macromati?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm right on the cusp of figuring this out, but I don't know. Maybe this one I might want to play around with off camera because it's probably just I'm inputting something slightly wrong. I'll take one more crack at it while you guys watch, and then I'm gonna either win and call it a video or not win and call it a video. And probably 408 now. Ooh, it's changed. And Okay. Alright. Record voices, no vehicle lock, no, is that okay? So let me get out of here, and maybe I will save my game actually, because this seems to be where I'm like one false click keeps costing me everything. So what if I leave this way? You can't do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. Why aren't you letting me in?
Telling me about your escape from Macromati?
It's not wanting to work, folks. Let's go back to that save state I just made. And see if this is going to be any different if I just go out here. Now on this screen, alright, I'm calling it a video. When we come back, folks, hopefully I'll figure this out off camera and I'll tell you what it was. Thanks for watching. See you next time.